Hey fans, what's up? This is GamerGuy786 back with more Super Mario 64 DS. Alright, last time we finished off with, I think, Hazy Crazy Maze. I forgot the name of it. So right now I'm heading on to the lava level. And today I'm joined with another special guest. Mind introducing yourself?
Hey, what's up guys? I'm the Insane Game Freak. I make anime and video game videos. What's up?
Alright, what's up? And yeah, you also call yourself Terrell, like on your banner and stuff?
Yeah, it's because of that whole Google Plus thing. It was either, if I wanted to connect my Google Plus to my YouTube, they had to have the same name, and for some stupid reason, the Insane Game Freak wouldn't work as a name. So I was like, well, I'll just use my middle name and the initials for it. So it's like Terrell, TIGF.
Okay, I see. Cool. You know, like one thing I noticed about this horrible, like the Google Plus is, especially with girls, it's like, I don't know, like especially girls, like they feel the need to have to write their full first name and last name in Google Plus. So then they'll be like, wait, how do you know my name? It's like, you wrote it on Google Plus.
Well, at that point, I kind of attribute that to stupidity and them not realizing that that's how Google Plus works. But then again, Google Plus did not do a good job explaining it, so I guess it kind of evens out. Yeah, because when I had to come on there, I just put first name gamer, last name guide, you know? Yeah. But yeah, right now I think I collect all the stars in this level because you have to use Mario, Luigi, and I'm not sure about Wario. But yeah, I hate these bullies, especially for Yoshi. Like Yoshi does not fight them well. No, they're a pain in any Mario game. Yeah. But in 64, they're horrible. Yeah, like I played a little bit of 3D World, and they're a lot easier in 3D World, but in 64, it's like, oh. Well, that's because 3D World is really streamlined, but then again, a lot of Mario games, well, let me rephrase that, a lot of the side series Mario games are a lot more streamlined. That's why bosses are jokes in almost all of those games. I know, especially Boom and Pom Pom. But I did watch your video where you talked about how you talk about like the gameplay of Super Mario 3D World and 3D Land versus like the Galaxy game, Sunshine 64, and you said that you prefer more of the linear type of, like, I mean, it's not totally linear, but it pays homage to the old school Mario than the type of big adventure sandbox. The way I feel is when it comes to those, well, it's actually three separate types. It's the Sunshine Galaxy type gameplay, the new Super Mario Brothers series gameplay, and then the 3D Land 3D World. I think the 3D Land 3D World is way better than the class. I feel like the new Super Mario Brothers series only exists because it's for the nostalgia of it all. It's like, oh, we played it in 2D when it first started. Yeah, so it got boring after the Wii version. Well, I mean, people still like the other one because it still sold a lot. So I guess they're not getting tired of it in terms of buying the new thing. I think it's just a lot of hardcore Mario fans are kind of like whatever with it because there's nothing interesting about it. It's just like you use the same level gimmicks. You might introduce a few new power-ups, and that's about it. The 3D World approach to it is that it was still kind of open-ended, just not as much as, say, the 3D series. Because a lot of people like to make it seem like that the transition from Mario, from a 2D side-scroller to Mario 64 was such an easy transition. No, it was huge. I think it was even more huge than Sonic Adventure. It was such a... It was so crazy, and it was really weird to get used to, at least when I played it when I was little, because I mean, at that point in time, I was only used to Mario games being like this whole side-scrolling thing, you know? You go to the right, and you jump up the flagpole, and it's like, hey, look, jump through a painting, and run up this mountain, and race this turtle, and you're just, or this Koopa, and you're just like... Yeah, there's no flagpole, you know? But yeah. So, I mean, like, I don't know when it... Oh, are you still talking? No, go ahead. Oh yeah, like when it came to 3D Land, 3D World, like I really like. I know that 3D World didn't sell more than New Super Mario Brothers U. Oh, and I died here. Yeah, I'm about to say it. Yeah, but like I really loved the 3D Lava Land. Lava does not like Yoshi. Yeah, I know. Like I don't know, like 3D Land, 3D World is like the perfect Mario game for me. Like I love the sandbox. Like I haven't played the Galaxy games, but I played a little bit and I love it. And I love 64. But like there are issues I have with 64. Like I mean the camera in the DS version is refined, but I hate how slippery the gameplay mechanics are when you're trying to platform. Like it's just easy for Mario to slip and slide and fall to his death. It's pretty much a game that still shows its age. Yeah. I'm surprised you made that jump, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. It's like because Yoshi has his little like his little like flutter jump. Yes, and that's why people like playing as Yoshi. You can. It's essentially like his major long jump, essentially. But but Luigi's so much better here. Like he can do like his copter twirl, and he can cover a crazy amount of distance.
But then, like, I think I do that here. I'm not sure. No, I don't do it.
But you said it was Ouija time, so.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's about like you said you prefer like 3D World to like even like the Galaxy games and 60.
Well, I'm not gonna say I prefer it to the Galaxy games because I haven't played the Galaxy games. I'm like, it's kind of funny because a lot of people be like, oh, if you're a Wii owner, this is like a must-have game, and it's like one that I don't own ironically, I don't own a lot of first-party. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't own a lot of first-party Nintendo games. I don't own as much as you think a Nintendo fan should, because I don't own the Metroid Prime series. I don't own the Pikmin series. I don't own the Galaxy series. Granted, I played Pikmin 3 and I love the heck out of that, so.
Yeah. It's kind of like with my Game Boy Advance. Like, I have it, but I don't own any of the first-party games. I guess all third-party games.
Well, we have the Virtual Console, so that is your redemption. On the Wii U anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I don't know, just it's something I really love about 3D World, especially 3D World. I think is a huge improvement for 3D Land. Like there's more variety of the bosses, and yeah, like I heard there are people that did complain about it and didn't like it, and those were the people that chose to do 4-player co-op.
Well, here's my thing. I did co-op. I didn't do 4 players. I think it was just 2 players for me.
Yeah, that's good.
It was fine for me. As far as the 4-player looks like, it doesn't look like it's too bad. It's just that when you have a whole bunch of people and you have no, it encourages. Well, yes, the camera, and it encourages teamwork. And a lot of people running around will blame the camera for just your inability to have good teamwork with each other.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's all just the camera. I think some of it is just the player itself.
Yeah, because it's only like sometimes when you're running faster than the other characters catching up, but like majority of the time, like this person wants to go this way, the other person wants to go down, and then so yeah.
Right.
It's perfect when you play it as either by yourself or with. I mean, you can't go wrong with by yourself, but I mean, if you want to play with someone, like do 2-player. Like,
yeah, 2-player works fine. I can't really comment on 4-player though because I haven't had the chance to try it.
Yeah.
And what kills me is considering how people complained about the multiplayer. It was like, oh, it needs to be online. I'm like, would you really want to play this online? But like, no. I was only pissed at because I know Nintendo, when it comes to Mario, Nintendo's very reluctant to make like a Mario game online if it's not card. But with Sonic, like you get all the like if you play Sonic games on 3DS, like Generations and Lost World, they always do online. Well, from what I heard, no one needs to play Generations on the 3DS.
Yeah, like the only.
I mean, not Generations. Actually, yeah, Generations and Lost World.
Yeah, like both of those games that they sucked on the 3DS, but like I only play them for online. You know.
Yeah. The one thing just to mention about Yoshi happening on screen.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about Yoshi is that you don't have to like jump to get coins. You can use his tongue.
I hit the lava and I fell on the star. That was awesome.
At least you didn't die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if you could glitch it that way. Like, you lose your last bit of health jumping in the lava, but you still land on the star. Would it count as if you died, or would you just?
No, I think you still make it because like if you get hurt for like in the fire for the last time and then you touch the ground, like it will be a while for Yoshi's animation to stop, and then he'll twirl around and be dizzy, and then he'll fall on the ground, then he'll die. So, like once you get the star, like there won't be any time for that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah. It's kind of cool though, like in the original 64, like Mario has his wing cap, his metal cap, and his vanishing cap, but in this game he only has his wing cap, and the other time he gets then he has his flower where he turns into a balloon like in Super Mario World, and Wario's the one that turns metal, and Luigi's the one that can be invisible.
Well, ironically, I think that actually fits their characters better anyway.
It does, yeah.
Because no one remembers Luigi, that's why he turns invisible.
Yeah. Oh, this was just so bad. So
Brett said no.
I know. That was a huge troll moment. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was talking about online. Like you know that 3DS Mario Party game that came out, Island Tour last year?
I have heard mixed things about that game.
I didn't get it because I heard it's not online, it's local. I'm like, come on, like Nintendo needs to stop with the whole play with your family and local. It's like that kind of crap doesn't exist anymore. You know, people are too busy.
I don't mind that being there, but there's no reason why you can't add on an online functionality with that.
Exactly, yeah. So I didn't even buy it. I'm like, no.
Right. Well, I don't really play Mario Party game. Well, yeah, I feel like a Mario Party game should have been online. If any game, I mean, for God's sakes, Kid Icarus has online, and that game didn't necessarily need online. Yeah. But that online is so good, it just aggravates me that there isn't online for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am happy. I am happy Pokemon got online because that better have had online.
Oh, of course. Like, I can't imagine like Pokemon today without online. Like I think X and Y would have sucked so bad if it was just, oh, you play by yourself and with someone else who has the game.
I don't think it would have sucked, but it's like when you spent all X and Y's whole thing about streamlining everything so anybody can really pick up and play and get into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're gonna streamline everything but not add on this online functionality, especially since the 3DS can do it, it's not like the DS where you had to get that stupid what was it? Well, no, the DS could do it too, but it just wasn't as good.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it was one of those things where it's like it better have online.
Yeah. So do you have a Wii U?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried out Mario Kart 8 yet?
I was playing it before we started.
Oh yeah, I've seen I don't have a Wii U yet, but the game looks gorgeous. Like
I am looking at the screen of it right now.
Oh. Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm waiting. I'm probably gonna be streaming later on the night anyway. Because I'm surprised the online for it is really solid. Like I haven't had any lagging issues or anything. Yeah. It's just a really fun game, but then again, I haven't played Mario Kart since the GameCube one, Double Dash.
Oh.
So it's taking me a while to get back into the groove of things.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like Mario Kart 7, and I played that. The only difference is that the F-Zero type of zero gravity, which is awesome. Like one person called it the Mario Galaxy of the kart games. Like that's a good analogy.
Was that Kobe who said that? Because
no, I remember hearing.
What were you saying? I remember someone saying it, but I don't remember who.
Yeah, I think it was. I think I watched that from Dr. Kendo commentaries, or like it was one game critic who said that. Yeah. But yeah. So so I think the only two games that like will really help the Wii U out this year is Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Brothers.
I don't think that's it to me personally, because a lot of people keep saying, oh, Mario Kart is gonna save the Wii U, and that's the one thing people gotta understand. Two games don't save a console. I mean, for God's sakes, the GameCube sold pretty bad, and that thing had Smash Brothers Melee, which is considered to be the best Smash Brothers game.
Oh wow!
And it had Mario Kart Double Dash, which was considered to be the best Mario Kart game.
Oh.
So I'm like, and it thing still sold only 22 million compared to the PS2, which sold like over 100. I think it was like over 100 million or something. So I don't think it's as simple as, oh, we have two games. I think what was hurting the Wii U was a variety of things. Obviously the marketing, the lack of features I don't even think was that big of a deal, because if it was, the Wii would have suffered a lot more than it didn't. I think what hurts it, what the only two things that are really hurting it now is the marketing and the fact that the Wii U had no game variety, because that was the one thing I was complaining about. People were like, oh, the Wii U has no games. Like, no, the Wii U has games, it just has too many of the same type of game. Like, I can count on my finger like 4 or 5 platformers already on the console. It's like Super Mario 3D World, Sonic Lost World, Rayman Legends, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and then New Super Mario Brothers U. And if you want to count New Super Luigi U as a separate game, that's 6 platformers, and I think 2 of them are, well, actually, and I think somewhere around October and November of last year, that's all we were getting. It was like Sonic, Rayman.
I wasn't even that interested in, like, okay, like I'm a Mario fan, Sonic fan, Donkey Kong, and I wasn't into any of the games that came out. Like with Sonic Lost World, it was alright, but I was more pumped for Generations and Colors than the Lost World. And even with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, it looked like a huge improvement despite the critical scores. But I wasn't that excited over the game.
There wasn't any hype behind the games, but I've played all of them. Lost World I think is better than what people give it credit for. 3D Mario World was honestly one of my favorite Mario games.
Yeah, like that was really good. Like, I think like they should have came out with that instead of New Super Mario Brothers.
Tropical Freeze, yeah, I agree. Tropical Freeze is so hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard. And when people tell me, oh, you know, the Wii version is harder, and I'm like, what? But my thing is like, up until Mario Kart 8, Donkey Kong was the only other game we had, and it's like we just played 3D Mario World like 2 or 3 months ago. And I'm like, and so it's like, they oversaturated us with platformers to the point in which people just got tired of it, because no one's gonna buy Sonic Lost World Rayman Legends.
I know, it's too much, yeah.
And then go right into Super Mario 3D World, and then right after that go into Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, like people need to be honest. This is the equivalent of Battlefield, Call of Duty, and what else? Titanfall, and just like all those type of games like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Halo, like you get all of that in a bundle. It's kind of the same thing in a way, like the same type of concept.
Yeah, I think the reason why people say 2014 could be the year of the Wii U is not only because of the hype generated from the two biggest of their franchises, or the two best-selling of their franchises coming out this year, but it's also the fact that all the games they have coming out are different genres. Like,
yes, and they're rebooting a lot of IPs. Like, okay, well, there's Metroid for 3DS, but they're rebooting Star Fox. I forgot what was coming out.
Those are all rumors right now, and I'm not believing anything until it comes out.
E3,
But the reason why I say in terms of variety is because you have Bayonetta 2 coming out, which is a beat 'em up, which the only other beat 'em up the Wii U has currently is Wonderful 101, which is a good game, but it's a new IP, and new IPs usually don't sell ridiculously well unless it has a ridiculous amount of hype behind it. We also have X coming out, which is an RPG, which is, we need an RPG on the Wii U so bad. Then Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. I don't know if that's coming out this year, but that's another RPG we need. What else? I'm trying to think all the time. I had Yarn Yoshi, which is another platformer, but I'm hoping that isn't until like near the end of the year. We have this Pokken Fighters thing, which we don't know. We know the name is trademark, but we don't know what it is specifically, but my guess is that it's a more hardcore version. It's like a mix between Tekken and Pokemon.
Oh, I see. Cool.
And if that's the case, we don't have a dedicated fire unless you want to count Smash Brothers, and Smash Brothers won't be out until the winter. Then we have Hyrule Warriors, which is another beat 'em up, which we need.
Oh yeah, like they're coming out with 2 Zelda games, and both of them are so different. Like I can't wait for that.
Well, Zelda Wii U, no one expects to come out this year. Most people expect that. Yeah, but that's another thing. We already have a game. We already have games set up for next year. And that's my whole thing. It's like, it's not just the fact that, oh well, you got Mario Kart 8 and Smash. I mean, I know a lot of Nintendo fans think those are the 2 games that are the most important, but I'm like, having things like an RPG, having things like a beat 'em up, having things like traditional fighting games, and having like all these weird mesh of ideas, that works, because game variety is just as important as games at all. If I'm not getting different games and I'm playing the same 2 games on the console just with different characters, it's not worth the time. No one's gonna invest in a console like that. It's like if all I can play is Super Mario Brothers U and I'm trying to think of another good, or Lego City, then I'm not gonna bother.
Exactly. I really like Lego City, but I mean, I don't know how much hype it got, but anyway, you know about the consoles, like the PS4. Oh yeah, I mean the PS4 and Xbox One is not doing so hot too, so it's like...
Well, that's because the PS4 sales right now are all off of its hype. Like, and a lot of people can get mad, but it's not... Oh, I like the trick you did with it.
Yeah, you see, like he covers so much like air distance with that. I love it.
It's Ouija time. What I'm saying is the PS4 sales, I can honestly say, are purely off of hype. If we had to talk about notable games that are exclusives, they have like 3. Actually, 3. Knack, which, Knack, Killzone, and Infamous. That's it. And to me, the only game, the game I want the most on the PS4 isn't even a, well, yeah, that guaranteed me buying the thing.
That's not coming out until like next year or 2016.
Yeah, so I have no reason to get it now. But what I was gonna say is, the only game I know of for this year that I would want, that would make me get the PS4 this year, is Batman Arkham Knight, and even that I can buy that on the PC if I really wanted to.
Yeah, what about the Xbox One? Like, I don't hear anything good about that.
I will say it has more game variety, and it does have a few games I was somewhat interested in, like Sunset Overdrive, which I'm not that much of a shooter fan, but I like the way that game looked. I also wanted to try Dead Rising, but I've never had any faith in Microsoft consoles like that. That's why I never bothered. I think you were stuck there with Yoshi, and you were just like...
Yeah, I totally failed there. Like, there's a way you can get that shell and surf all around and get the stars. But I do it correct the last time, and that's the last star I got to get here.
Yes.
But yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm looking forward for E3. I think because last year Nintendo did pitiful. And like they weren't even an E3. They just did their direct. Last year was the year of PS4. Like the whole hype and everyone just cracking on the Xbox last year.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. Me personally, I felt like Nintendo probably had the better E3 of all three of them, in my opinion. Because,
by not showing up.
No, they showed up. It was more of people just didn't think they showed up just because they didn't have an official conference. I mean, in terms of what we were presented with, when it came to the PS4, the only games, like they spent like the first half of that conference just talking about the Vita, which at this point I feel like even Sony themselves have no faith in that thing.
Yeah.
Which really makes me not want to buy one, even though it seems to have some games coming out for it.
It's sad because I used to own a PSP like instead of a DS, but you know I still own a PSP.
But other than that, it was like they even talked about The Last of Us, which I believe was coming out that week, and I was like, why would you put that in your E3 conference?
Yeah.
They spent time on indie games, which is fine. And then in terms of the PS4, you know what people got hyped off of when it came to the PS4? What? The fact that it didn't force you to use used games.
Yeah, exactly. Because with Xbox One, they're like.
But the Wii U was already doing that. Like that's not something to gloat about. That was something we expect. But yeah.
But all right, so yeah, I got all the. This is the only episode where I get all stars in one level because I mean, because there are many levels where it's character specific, so we have to use one character to get something. But yeah.
Right.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for today. So I'd like to thank you, Insane Game Freak, for joining me today. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. And be sure to check out his YouTube channel. And also, what like I got a question. I know it might seem a little newish. What's Crunchyroll?
Is a anime streaming. It's a legal anime streaming site in which, if you're the type of person who watches up-to-date anime as it's coming out in Japan, it's one of the places where you could just watch that. I think it's like $8 a month, and you get access to everything.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
And you can stream it on your, I believe, PS3, PS Vita, Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Xbox One or PS4 yet. I don't know. I've heard that they're working towards that, but we'll see. You can stream it on your computer, on your phone. But it's essentially an anime streaming site, and $8 a month, you get access to everything and the newest stuff as it's coming out. Like I think it comes out like about an hour difference. Like it comes out at like 12 o'clock in Japan. You get it at 1 o'clock because obviously they have to sub it and put the subtitles.
That's
nice.
And everything. Yeah, especially for the anime fans out there, like they get everything first. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this Insane Game Freak and Gamer Guy 78 is signing out. Have a great day, guys, and swag out.